What's up, Lexi Mob? It's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, I have two story times in the works. One, I'm going to be talking to y'all about some TikTok drama that went down between me and some followers and stuff like that on TikTok. And also, I'm going to be talking about the 5 encounters that I've had with internet trolls. Now, let me just say this. I consider myself an influencer and whatnot. And I understand that not everyone in this line of work and whatnot, even though I'm nowhere near making any money off of none of these apps and stuff like that, I still do consider myself an influencer. But in this line of work, when you're in the entertainment industry, it doesn't matter if you're an influencer, if you're an actor / actress, if you do a podcast, you do sports or whatever and stuff like that, if you dance, it doesn't matter. If you're in the entertainment industry, period, you got to have thick skin. You got to have thick skin because there are people out there that will tear you apart and not think twice about it. Especially when they're hiding behind a keyboard, when they're hiding behind a phone or a tablet and stuff like that. Like, people will sit there online, have opinions and tear you apart and not think twice about it. But it's up to you to be the bigger person and just not entertain that crap, because at the end of the day, like, you're never going to meet none of these people in real life, so just let people have their opinion and let them be ignorant. That's my advice to you. If you're watching this video, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, creating a TikTok, or being in the entertainment industry, period, have thick skin. Do not let these people get to you, because people will pick you apart and not think twice about it. You got to have thick skin and rise above it, because an opinion is like an ass. Everyone has one. Like, just let it roll off your back like water and don't pay attention to it, honey. Because look, like, people are going to talk about you to the day you die. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I swear, honey, if I had $1 for the amount of hate comments that I have received throughout the years I've been doing YouTube, I'd be rich. Like, hey, like, everyone has an opinion. So, the first thing on my list, I'm going to be talking about my 5 encounters with internet trolls. The ones that I can think of right off the bat, at least. Now, number 1. We're going to rewind this back to 8th grade. This is around the time I was first introduced to social media and stuff like that. This is around the time I first got Facebook. This is back in 8th grade. I remember I was on Facebook and stuff like that, and I had befriended this girl in my class. We're going to call her Akila. Shout out to Akila and the Bee. I love that movie. You know, Akila and the Bee with Keke Palmer. We're going to call this girl Akila. I later on went on to graduate with her. And she's always been super smart and stuff like that. I think she's a nurse now or something like that. She's in the medical field. She's a homeowner now. Shout out to you, girl. And you know, we've always been super cordial. Like, we weren't best friends, but we were always cordial. You know, I say hey to her, she say hey back, this, that, and the third. So, I remember I befriended her on Facebook. You know, she accepted the friend request, that was that. And I remember I got home from school and stuff like that, and I was scrolling on Facebook and whatnot, and I saw that she had posted a picture on my timeline. Like, she had posted a picture. I, was just scrolling on Facebook and stuff, and I seen she had posted a picture. And it was nothing like explicit or anything like that. It was just a simple little selfie picture. You know, she had her hair tied back off and on. She wore glasses. She had her glasses on. She had on a pink shirt and stuff like that. You know, just standing in front of the mirror, just, just taking like a simple little selfie picture, you know. And I remember I had commented under it, "I like your pink shirt." That's all I said. I didn't flirt with her or anything like that. I just simply just said, "I like your pink shirt." That's all I said. And I just went on about my business. I was scrolling on Facebook and stuff like that. And I remember I had refreshed the page, and it said I had a notification. And somebody, this girl, we're not talking about Akila, we're talking about another girl. And I remember it said there was this girl who I later on went and have high school with. I didn't graduate with her, but I ended up having high school with her and stuff like that. We're going to call her Lucille. We're going to call her Lucille. It said Lucille Great. We just going to call her Great. It said Lucille Great commented under Akila Fawson's photo Let's just say it said that. Lucille Gray commented under Akilah Fawson's photo. And I remember I scrolled down. She had replied to my comment and stuff like that. And sis had said, LOL, I knew he was gay. G-A-Y, capital gay. G-A-Y. G to the A to the Y, all of it was capital. She said, LOL, I knew he was gay. With a capital G-A-Y. Like, girl, I'm gay because I like a pink shirt. Like, even before I came out of the closet, like, I was closeted all throughout my school years. Like, I was closeted all throughout my school years and stuff like that. And people still made fun of me for being gay. And it's just like this, like, girl, you want to call me gay because I like a pink shirt? Like, girl, bye. Go on about your business, cuz. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, when I had read that comment, I had got mad. But I told myself, you know what? I'm not even going to entertain this hoe because, you know, at that point, I didn't even know who she was, but she knew me. So, yeah, like, I didn't even entertain her because, bitch, at that time, I didn't even know who you was. So, yeah, I just passed by that comment and stuff. And many little story time about Lucille Gray. I remember, like I said, I had went on to have high school with her and stuff like that. She was a couple of grades below me. Like, I remember, I think I was a junior and she was a sophomore, I want to say, or something like that. And the funny thing about Akilah and stuff like that, not Akilah, why am I talking about Akilah? I'm talking about Lucille now. The funny thing about Lucille is this. You want to make fun of me for being gay, because like I had said, throughout all of my school years, I was closeted. You want to make fun, like with Lucille Gray, like, sis, you want to make fun of me for being gay and stuff like that, but at the time, you were a whole stud in high school, sagging your pants like the boys, wearing the boys' clothes, talking like the boys, acting like the boys. You were a whole stud, but yet you're making fun of me for being gay. Make that make sense. Why are you calling the kettle black? And plus, like, there are times and stuff like that where she called me the F word. You know, the F word that rhymes with maggot. She called me the F word and stuff like that. Like, bitch, what does that make you? You a whole damn stud walking around acting like the boys, like a girl's eating pussy. So what does that make you, sis? If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. Please, sis, like, let's be for real. And I remember there was this one incident where I remember I was in my home ec class and stuff like that. We were in my home ec class and stuff like that. We had all went to the library to do something on the computers. It was like foods from a different country or something like that. We had a sub at the time and stuff. And the country that I had to do food on and stuff was for Japan and stuff like that. And Lucille, she was having trouble with her assignment. She didn't have a country to do nothing on and stuff. And I remember the sub at the time, God rest her soul, we're going to call her Miss Petrillo, because to me, she favored Sophia from the Golden Girls. God rest her soul. I remember Miss Petrillo had gave her the idea to do Japan, and I remember I had shout outs like, oh, Miss Petrillo, I'm doing Japan. And then Lucille had turned around, she was like, shut up, yo faggot ass. Once again, pot calling the kettle black, sis. I'm a faggot, but you're the whole, but I'm a faggot, but at the same time, you walk around, sag your pants, acting like the boys. So what does that make you, sis? If we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. Obviously, I didn't say that to her, but, you know, I was thinking it. But, yeah, like, and people are so quick to say that homophobia only exists within the straight community. There is just as much homophobia in the LGBT community than anything. And I hate that. Like, bruh, like, you want to be homophobic towards me, but we're within the same community. Like, make that make sense. But, yeah, that's that on that story. Number 2, we are going to fast forward to high school. This is going to be within the year 2014-15. This around the time I had first got Instagram. Now, when I'm talking about Instagram, so I'm not talking about the current Instagram page I have now and stuff like that. I'm talking about this Instagram page right here. Like with my original Instagram page, SoDeidre_ and stuff. That's my original Instagram page and stuff like that. I had like over like 1,000 followers on there and stuff like that, and magically it got deleted some kind of way. I think somebody had reported my page. Like, the funny thing is, like, if I type into the search engine now and stuff like that, I can still get on it. I mean, not get on it, like, if I type into the search engine now on Instagram, it's still up, but when I try to log into it, like, everything's blank. Like, the page is deleted. Like, I click on my page and stuff like that, like, it's deleted, it's gone. I even had looked it up on my computer, like, it's gone. Like, my old Instagram page, _, it's gone. Like, I can't get on it. Like, it magically had got deleted. Like, I don't know how. It's just gone in the wind. Like, I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, this around the time I had got that Instagram page. And I remember when I first got that Instagram page, how I used my real name. I didn't use like the name that I have now, or _. Like, I used my real name when I first got my first Instagram page. And my first Instagram page, so like that, I had that since high school. Like, if you go on my old Instagram page right now and stuff like that, you'll see pictures of me before school, like in my parents' bathroom taking pictures. You'll see pictures of me on the bus. You'll see pictures of me and my friends in the schoolyard. You'll see, I mean, I know there's a picture of me on that Instagram page, stuff like that, where it was like grandparents' day and stuff like that during like homecoming week and stuff like that. Me and some other girls had dressed up as old folks and stuff like that. We was taking pictures. Like, yeah, like that Instagram page is a veteran and stuff like that. Like, I had that since high school. Like, there's so many pictures there of me and stuff like that. So many old pictures of me, like from high school, like pictures of me at my jobs. Like, yeah, that Instagram page is so old. Like, it has a lot of memories on there. But yeah, this around the time I first got that Instagram page and stuff like that. And I remember, I think I was in 10th grade at this time, stuff like that. And I remember one of the people that I had added as a friend on that Instagram page was baby girl herself, Dee Davis, aka Brianna from Bernie Mac. And I remember either she posted a picture or video this day. I think it was like a picture or something like that. I remember I just simply had commented, "Oh, you're so pretty, this, that, and the third," and that was that. Tell me why I think either a day later or a couple hours later, her baby daddy decided to comment under what I said. He had tagged my name in it. He had said, @Dontavious Mo. Yeah, and she all mine's, fuck boa. Not fuck boy, but fuck boa. Like boa constrictor. Like, yeah, she all mine, fuck boa. First of all, sir, I would check my spell check and use boy, B-O-Y, as opposed to boa, B-O-A. Yeah, he replied with, yeah, she is, and she's all mine, fuck boy. Like, first of all, I did not ask this girl out. I did not ask to eat her coochie. I did not ask anything of her. I simply said she's pretty, which she is. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't give compliments if I don't mean it. If I compliment you, I mean it with every fiber of my being. Like, come on now. I was just simply just saying how pretty she is. I'm a fuckboy, but we live in two totally different states. Like, really? How the hell could I even get to her? The fuck? Even back then, like I said, I was closeted in high school, so I knew I didn't like girls. So, yeah. So, yeah. That's that on that. Number 3. Let's see here. Okay. I think I was either a junior or senior at this point in high school. And I remember I had posted this picture right here. Now, as y'all can see, that picture, you know, I remember I was in my parents' house and stuff like that. I remember I was in their living room. I don't think my dad was home at the time. I remember I was in the living room and stuff like that. I had turned on the living room light and stuff like that. I had took a picture, like, plus this is around the time, you know, I was just introduced to the new upgraded phones and stuff like that. And the phone I had at the time, it was a phone that was kind of like this one and stuff like that, but it had only a back camera, not a front camera. So whenever I took a picture, I had to turn around and do it like this. Like, yeah, this around the time I had first got introduced to the upgraded phones and stuff like that. And, you know, I was feeling myself that day, you know. I turned on the light in the living room and stuff like that. I had took a picture, you know, smiling like this. And that was that, and I had posted it. Like, looking back on it, it wasn't of the best quality. Like, it was kind of dark in there. I think I took the picture around nighttime, and it wasn't of the best quality. But hey, at the time, I liked the picture, so I posted it, and that was that. So yeah, I remember I had posted that picture and stuff like that. And some heifer had the audacity to comment under that picture. We're gonna call her. Yo-Yo Doodoo. Hell, we're gonna call her Yo-Yo Doodoo and stuff. I remember this heifer decided to comment under that picture. Again, another spelling mistake. Sis decided to comment under that picture, you ugliness. Not you ugly, but you ugliness. Once again, spelling mistake. First off, sis, I would first check my spell check and use ugly as opposed to ugliness. And ugly, bitch, where you wish. Ain't nobody never told me I'm ugly. Like, bitch, I know I'm pretty. The fuck? Anyways, yeah, she had replied with you ugliness and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I kind of hurt my feelings. And I remember I was gonna, I was in the middle of fisting the cuss out, but I was like, you know what? Just let it go, dude. Just let people be ignorant. Like, I'm never gonna meet this hoe for real. It's obviously some internet troll ass bitch. Like, just let ignorant people be ignorant. So I just let it go and didn't entertain and stuff like that. But shout out to one of my classmates and stuff like that. We're gonna call her Bianca because to me she kind of favors Bianca from Cyber Chase and stuff like that. I remember she had commented under the post and stuff like that. She said something along the lines of, "Oh, you're always so happy. I don't think I've ever seen you sad," which I'm always happy. Like, I try my best to stay happy and stuff like that. Like, I don't entertain negative thoughts. I don't entertain negative people. Like, I'm always a positive thinking and positive acting person. So, shout out to you, sis. And she went on to have like 2 beautiful babies. And they are so beautiful and precious. Shout out to you, girl. Now, I think this is number 3. Yeah. Number 4. Again, like I had said, this is back in the day and stuff like that. Like I said, I was closeted throughout all of my school years and stuff like that. But I tried to play it off like I liked the girls and stuff like that, knowing I was lying through my damn teeth. But anyways, that's beside the point. I remember, I think I was in, let's see, middle school at this time and stuff like that. And this back in the day when me and my sister had flip phones and stuff like that. And we were on a website called Moco Space. Now, if you're not familiar with what Moco Space is basically is like a dating app for everybody named mama. For guys, girls, gay men, gay women, you name it. And I remember I was on Moco Space and stuff like that. And I was talking to this girl and stuff like that on Moco Space. And, we exchanged numbers back and forth and stuff. We were talking for a little bit. And I remember she told me to send me a picture of her. I'm not send me a picture of her. And she told me to send her a picture of me, which I did because I ain't got a lie, Craig. And the picture at the time, looking back on it, it was not of the best quality. My hair, it wasn't of the best quality looking back on it because I took it on a flip phone. It had like a beige colored filter on it and stuff like that. It was kind of dark in my room and stuff like that. Like, my hair was kind of messed up. Like, it wasn't of the best quality, but hey, I liked the picture at the time and I sent that to her. So I remember I had sent the picture to her, and this help had replied with, you ugly. And then I replied I was like, okay, so send me a picture of you. And she was like, no, you're ugly. I don't send ugly people pictures. I'm ugly, hoe, but yeah, you won't send me a picture of you? Yeah, bitch. Who's really ugly? You won't send me a goddamn picture of you? Who really ugly, honey? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I remember I had told my sister and my dad about it. My dad said he would have went off on her, which I should have. But, once she had said that and stuff like that, like, I didn't even text her back. I remember I had deleted her number after that because, bitch, bye. Like, and I think both me and her were in 2 different parts of Georgia anyway. So, bitch, I'm never going to meet your ass for real. Like, girl, bye. Hell, I even fucked her man. Sorry, no. I ain't fuck her man. Or maybe I did. Or maybe I didn't. Who's to say? But yeah, like, I didn't even entertain that hoe. I'm ugly, but you won't send me a picture of you? Really? Now, number 5. Now, I remember I was on a website called Grindr, and y'all know I talked about Grindr many times on this channel and stuff like that. Grindr, it's a gay dating app for men. Like, I came to know so many people off Grindr and stuff, some of which I'm cool with up to this day and stuff like that. But yeah, like this around the time I was on Grindr, and again, it involved somebody, you know, trying to cyberbully me and stuff like that. And I remember I was on Grindr and stuff like that, and you know, it's one of those faceless profiles that hit me up. Like with Grindr, you have like, with Grindr and stuff like that, like you have like the profiles that show pictures of themselves and stuff like that, and you have profiles that are just blank, like they're just pitch black, like they don't have like no pictures, they don't have no bios, nothing, they're just blank. And so, and off and on, sometimes they message you. And I remember this faceless profile had messaged me and stuff like that. And it was like, hey, and I was like, hey, how you doing? This, that, and the third. And you know, we were flirting back and forth. And he had told me to send me a picture of him. And not gonna show y'all the picture that I sent him because it's kind of explicit, and you know, YouTube will take this channel in a flash, and I don't want that. So yeah, I sent him a picture and stuff like that, and it was kind of explicit to say the least. I sent it to him, and this motherfucker replied with, "You look like Meek Mill in a wig." Bitch, what? Child, I did not take that line down. I had roasted that motherfucker to filth. I had cussed his ass out. I said, I forgot what I said, but I could roast his ass to filth. I had said something along the lines of, motherfucker, at least I got a damn picture and stuff like that. You say I look like Meek Mill in the wig and stuff, but you ain't got no goddamn picture. Yeah, bitch, you really ugly. Or something like that. And would you believe this motherfucker didn't respond? This bitch blocked me. Like, yeah, like, don't come for me unless I send for you, ho. Like, you won't send me a picture of you and stuff. You have the nerve to call me ugly? Like, really? Like, come on now, that makes sense. So yeah, those are my 5 encounters with internet trolls and stuff like that. Like I said, you gotta have thick skin being in the entertainment industry, or better yet, even if you're not in the entertainment industry, even if you're not an influencer or anything like that, if you're just on any of these regular apps and stuff like that, like, you gotta have thick skin because there are ignorant, nasty people out there hiding behind computer screens and phones. Like, don't entertain these people. Like, have these people don't even pay their rent. Motherfuckers probably living on the street. Probably got 5 or 6 kids out of wedlock and stuff like that. Motherfuckers probably in and out of jail. Probably can't even scrape up enough money to get food. Like, bruh, like, I'm not even gonna entertain that shit. Like, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I got my own place. I got my own money, own car, own everything. Like, I'm too blessed to be stressed, honey. I'm too pretty and paid to be stressed, honey. Like, come on now. Now, let's shift gears here. Like I said, we're gonna jump into the TikTok drama now. Now, one thing that I hate is like how people take this internet stuff way too freaking serious. They take it way too freaking serious, bro. It's like, you can't even post a fun video, you know, kiki laughing without motherfuckers having negative shit to say. I remember I had posted this video right here. And obviously, you know, I inserted music due to copyright and stuff like that. And the caption had read, "Why do I look like Selena right now?" And when I say Selena, I'm talking about, you know, the Queen of Tejano herself, Selena Perez, God rest her soul. And to me, you know, it was giving Selena, you know, even though I ain't got like no long jet black wig with the bangs stuff like that, the wig I had on, it was kind of reddish black and stuff like that. It was long. I put on the red lip like I have now. I put on some eyeshadow, and I put on like a black jumpsuit that my trans friend had gave me years ago. And you know, I was feeling myself. You know, I even had took some pictures on Facebook and stuff like that. And I remember I had posted that cute little video and stuff like that on TikTok. And you know, I had, you know, Selena vibes and whatnot. I felt like I looked like Selena, so I posted that video. And let us get into some comments, honey, because like I had said, child, people take this internet shit too freaking serious these days. The video is now up to almost 1,300 views. It has exactly 1,295 views as of today. It's almost up to 1,300 views, but It has 44 likes, 29 comments, and 5 shares and stuff like that. And we're going to get into some of the comments. And I remember I had posted and stuff like that. Could never go wrong with a red lip, hunty, because that was around the time I got, like, this right here where I got all the stuff. This is like a matte lip and stuff like that. Like, I had fell in love with this. Like, yeah, like, that was around the time I first got it. Like, honey, like, yeah, like, that lip is everything to me. So, yeah. I'm not going to say any names because, you know, I ain't trying to start no drama. But one heifer, she had responded with a ton of laughing emojis, and she was like, and bye. Okay, bye, bitch. Like, this is my video. Like, I post whatever I want. And some heifer replied with, no, you don't. Like, okay, and? And she was like, no, you don't. It's like, okay, and? Like, that's just my opinion. And I remember I had replied with her, and I remember I had replied to her and stuff like that because, you know, I believe in standing up for myself. I was like, it's my motherfucking video, and I say I do. And this motherfucker replied with, and if anything, you look more like Tracy Barbie. Don't ever disrespect Selena like that again. Bitch, honey, let me tell you something. A freaking dog looks better than Tracy Barbie. I know I look way better than that heifer ever will. You know, a dog look better than Tracy Barbie. Come on now. And to be real, Tracy Barbie ain't even ugly in my opinion. She just need to fix herself up and she'll be a knockout. But yeah. And then she replied with, I really don't give a fuck. I'm looking at your face and I'm saying you don't. Okay, and that's just your opinion. Like, who gives a fuck? Let's move on to the next comment. This person had replied, Gomez, because keep in mind, there are two Selenas. There's Selena Perez and there's Selena Gomez. And I replied with, you know, Selena Perez, because, you know, to avoid confusion. And some motherfucker, this is a man, he replied with bye with 3 laughing emojis. And some person replied with close enough, welcome back, Selena. And then some girl replied with Selena who? And I had enlightened her and stuff like that. I said Selena Perez, the Tejano singer that died back in '95. Because, you know, she probably was confused too. Because like I said, there are 2 Selenas, Selena Perez and Selena Gomez. And shout out to my big sis. You know, me. Okay, so the video evidently had cut off and stuff like that for some reason. Because I think my camera had died. But like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles on the screen as well as the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. So till next time, peace out, bitches.